And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of NXT, and Jawan is here to address the NXT universe for one last time. Maybe he is here to say his goodbye to NXT universe. Hey guys, I know, the thing is, yeah, I disappointed you all, but the thing is, there's a good news as well. I'm going to Monday nights, and on Monday nights, I'm gonna make sure I win the Intercontinental Championship. And when I win the Intercontinental Championship, I'm gonna make you all proud. And when I make you all proud, and looks like we had an interference, and it's none other than the debuting Dave. Shut the hell up, Jawan. You really think we have time to hear to you, huh? There's a new star in the building, and that's me. I'm here to make my NXT debut. The old guys go back to Monday night. Yeah, I'm talking about you. I said you the old guy because you are no longer part of NXT. I am a part of NXT. I am the next face of NXT. So I want you to get the hell out of my ring. You have said your goodbyes. Nobody wanna hear you say goodbye. Nobody care about your goodbyes. So get the hell out of my ring and leave and go straight to Monday nights, because now I have a match to take care of. I need to beat someone up, and I don't know who my opponent is, so that's why get the hell out of my ring now. Fine. And Jawan just left? I can't believe it. Jawan just left. Are you kidding me? Jawan just left. And we are back from the commercial break, and Dave is ready to make his NXT debut against a superstar for TNA, Cedric Alexander.
Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 200 pounds, Cedric Alexander.
Alexander said Alexander accepted Dave's challenge. This is a shocking one because Cedric is a TNA superstar. Now let's head into the match. It's the debut match of Dave. And Dave with a hook and dragging his opponent into the corner. And a cheap shot by Dave. And into again another hook. And Cedric with a power attack. Dave with a standing switch. And Dave with another standing switch into an arm. And a punch elbow to the back. And another standing switch into a seated position and a headlock. And Dave is in control right now. Dave is in complete control, and a standing switch into an arm, targeting the arm of Cedric Alexander. And pressuring the shoulder of Alexander. And another elbow to the shoulder. And Dave is in complete control. And a knee strike. And Dave is in complete control in his debut match. And a senton by Dave. And a double split leg moonsault. And Cedric kicks out at one. And an elbow drop by Dave. And marking Cedric to get up. And Dave with a back body drop. Dave is in complete control in his debut match. And Dave measuring Cedric Alexander to a knee strike. And what if is Cedric thinking? Dave is thinking to end it. He's measuring and a spear by Dave. And an elbow drop. And Dave measuring Cedric Alexander. And Cedric, but Dave with the reversal and take down by Dave and a strike after strike after strike. Cedric is not getting a single opportunity to fight back. And Dave says he's not done yet. Dave is here to make a statement tonight. And another pin. But he says no, not again. And another elbow drop by Dave. And a knee drop. Dave is in complete control right now. He's taking his time. He's doing it easy, relaxed and easy. He's taking it easy. A chop and another chop and another chop and another chop. And Irish ripped his opponent into the turnbuckle. And a punch. And another punch. Dave is in complete control and Cedric out of nowhere with a tornado DDT. Out of nowhere. Dave got out of the way and with the boot to Cedric. Cedric Alexander is in a bad position right now, but Cedric is fighting back. Cedric with a clothesline and another clothesline. And Cedric with a clothesline into the corner. And Cedric with a jumping clothesline and a keep up. Cedric is fired up. Alexander is fired up right now. And what he's doing? He's going for the lumberjack. Alexander with a pin. And Dave kicks out at 2.5 and Cedric is frustrated. Alexander is completely frustrated. And Irish whip Dave into the ropes and Cedric with a spin. What was that called? The move? I forgot the move name. But Dave kicks out at 2. It was a shooting star press, a standing shooting star press. And Cedric with a brain buster to Dave. And Dave kicks out at 2.5. And Dave got out of the way. And Dave with a splash to the back. Somehow Dave is back on his feet. The resilience of Dave. And making sure that Cedric is back on his feet. Measuring, taking his time, and a spear by Dave. Picks up Alexander. Puts him up in the corner. Lift him up. Mocking the NXT universe. Oh, I don't know what he's thinking, but he's mocking Alexander right now. And telling the referee this is over. Signaling the referee that the match is over and the NXT universe, it's over. I don't know what is he waiting for. He got Cedric Alexander right in the position. Why don't he end the match? What is he thinking right now? And Alexander is back on his feet. And Alexander with a crossbody. I don't know what was Dave thinking. He gives Alexander a lot of time to recover. And Alexander's back on his feet. And Alexander with a face buster. And Dave is fighting back. And Dave sets Alexander for the power bomb. And measuring Alexander right now. Dave is measuring Alexander. And with a tornado DDT by Dave. And Dave is now measuring Alexander to end it. Goes for the another Dave bomb. And with the pin. Will this be the end of the match? And Dave with a victory. What a debut. What a win on his debut match. Look at the highlights of the match. This moonsault. And then this backdrop. And then measuring Alexander and hitting with a spear. And then this was the marking pin, where he went for the pin and then he released the pin. And this was the comeback of Alexander, where he was show some light on in the match by Alexander. But after this, there was no light because somehow Dave came back and took over the match. This was the lumberjack. We almost thought the match was over here. But somehow Dave survived and fought back. And this was the first but Dave bomb by Dave. This was the first. And then this was the second, making a statement in his debut.
Here is your winner, Dave!
What a debut. Now the thing is, what's next for Dave? What is his next move after his debut match? And ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the second match of the night. And it's the NXT North American Women's Champion. The Women's North American Champion. It's Samantha. The Devil Mean Girl is here.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Jersey City, New Jersey, the NXT Women's North American Champion, Samantha!
And she is going up against Solvuka.
And her opponent from Honolulu, Hawaii, Solvuka!
And Samantha goes for the Hurricane Rana at the start of the match. And with an elbow drop. And with a double axe handle to Solvuka. And with an elbow drop. And with a seated moonsault from the top rope. And with a pin. And somehow Solvuka kicks out. And Samantha tosses Loka into the ropes, but somehow she didn't connect. She missed the spot. Looks like she was focused on something else. at that point. But Sol Walker is fighting back. Reversal by Sol Walker. And Sol Walker is thinking, what is she thinking? What a suplex by Walker. And Sol Walker with a pin. And Samantha with a kick at 1. And Sol Walker targeting the arm of the champ. Think about it. If Sol Walker pins Samantha tonight, she will be next in the line for the NXT Women's North American Championship. And Samantha with a kick to the back. And Samantha with a back side drop. And with an elbow drop by Samantha. And trying to get the NXT Universe on her side, but I don't think they are on her side. They are keep heavily booing her. And Samantha with a double axe handle. And now trash talking to Sol Walker. And with a drag drop kick to the back. And with another double axe handle. And a kick to the leg. And a kick to the gut. And a drop kick to the back. Samantha is in complete control right now. And a drop kick into the corner by Samantha. And Samantha is in complete control right now, ladies and gentlemen. Irish whips. And a face drop. Lifting her up and planting her into the mat. Irish whip Ruka into the corner, and what a back body drop. A spinning body drop. And a clothesline. Samantha is in complete control right now. She's proving that she is the champion, and Sol Walker out of nowhere lifts Samantha up. And a power slam by Walker. And Sol Walker with a moonsault from the top rope, and goes to the pin. And Samantha kicks out there too. And Ruka measuring Samantha right now and goes for the crossbody. A springboard crossbody by Sol Walker. And Samantha with a possum. She just possum. She just tricked. So Ruka into the pin, and Ruka kicks out at 1. And Samantha with a chop. And another chop, and another chop, and another chop, and another chop, and another, and somehow Sol Walker got out of the way. And Sol Walker with a comeback. What a agility, what a speed, and a drop kick by Sol Walker. And Sol Walker with a planted Samantha face first into the mat. And right now Sol Walker is in complete control, and a poison rana by Sol Walker. And Sol Walker, what a move by Sol Walker. And Sol Walker with a fireman carry and a planted powerbomb. And Samantha kicks out at 2. And Sol Walker with a soul snatch. And Samantha kicks out at 2.5. And Samantha goes out of the way. So Luca was thinking for standing moonsault, but somehow Samantha got out of the way. And a chop by Samantha. And another chop. And another chop. And a punch. And a elbow. And another 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 elbow. Samantha is keep going with the elbows. She's not stopping. Looks like Sol Luca is busted open. And Samantha sets her up. And with a crossbody by Samantha to Ruka. I will whip into the corner. And another elbow. And Samantha with a power back hip drop to Sol Ruka. And Samantha, she went for look like a finisher, but somehow Sol Ruka fought back. And Samantha kicks out at 2-1. Actually, I think it was not even a 1. And with a face buster by Ruka. And Samantha goes for the unprettier. Samantha goes up top. For the Samantha Salt. And goes for the pin. Is this the end? It is. What a win by the champ. What a statement made by the champ. Oh, wait a minute. It's the next challenger. So Sarah said she was coming up for the North American Championship, and she is here to confront the North American champion. And ladies and gentlemen, the NXT champion is here to address the NXT universe and the NXT locker room. Let's hear what he got to say. NXT universe, we has finally took care of Ricky Saint's problem. Yeah, now we don't need to worry about Ricky Saints. I don't need to worry about any Ricky Saints, because now from now on I can look ahead to the new opponents, the new challenges I got to face. And that's the thing, I will face anyone, anyone who steps up for my championship. I don't care who it is. Even it is from NXT, if it's someone from TNA or AAA, I don't give a damn. I will accept anyone's challenge. And speaking of challengers, well, Mr. Jack, thank you for first of all for the announcement you had. And I accept. I'm next in the line. So I want you to put that title on the line against me. I don't want you to put that title on the line at Great American Bash. I want you to put that title on the line next week on NXT. Because I'm not gonna wait for Great American Bash. I will take that title from you next week on NXT, and when I beat you in the ring, I'll be the new NXT champion. Start a new era in NXT. The era of Shawn Spears. Fine. You want a match? You got it. I'll see you next week. What a challenge. What an announcement. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a championship match. I just got a confirmation by the GM, and he said It is official. Jack versus Sean Spears gonna happen next week. And ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the main event. And the main event is for the NXT Championship. I mean the NXT Tag Team Championship. And here comes the challenger. Gamerz is here. And here comes the NXT Tag Team Champions. Dark State has arrived. They said they issued a challenge to anyone who wants a shot at the tag titles, and Gamerz accepted their championship match. They accepted their challenge, and here we are with this tag team championship match in the main event of NXT.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall and is for the NXT Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 493 pounds, Mark Coffey and Wolfgang Gallas. And their opponents at a combined weight of 534 pounds. Oh, Sorceress Griffin and Dawn Leon X.
And ladies and gentlemen, the match is on. It is for the Tag Team Championship. The NXT Tag Team titles are on the line. And here we go. The Dark State versus the Gallas for the tag titles. And Griffin with a shot to the double axe handle, but looks like Mark Coffey is fighting back, but looks like Griffin is taking over and takes out Gal. And with an elbow to the Mark Coffey and a leg drop to Wolfgang. And Wolfgang with the boot to the face of Griffin. And where is Wolfgang going? What is he thinking? What is he thinking? He went for the swanton, but somehow he missed. An Irish whipped into the corner, and there's a tag. Lennox is legal. And what was that? And Lennox with a kick to the gut. And another tag made by the Dark State. And they tosses him, and with a knee, and another knee, and another knee, and another knee to the midsection, and a double axe handle to the back, and an elbow drop. And Griffin is in complete control right now, and tossing Wolfgang like he was nothing. And an elbow drop. An elbow drop. And elbow drop. 3 elbow drops by Griffin. And Griffin is in complete control. And a cannonball. And Griffin with a slam. And an elbow drop by Griffin. He's in complete control. The dark side is in complete control right now. And Irish Whip. And wait a minute. He just missed. And Wolfgang with a pin. Inside cradle. And yeah, what a reversal. What a kicks out. And Griffin is in complete control right now. And Irish Whips. And a spine buster. And he was distracted, but somehow Wolfgang made a tag, but Griffin is back in control. He lost his focus, but he's back in control. And on double axe handles. After double axe handles. And a clothesline to Wolfgang. And an elbow. After elbow. After elbow drop. And Wolfgang is out of the ring, and Mark Coffey is in big trouble right now. And a tag made by Griffin to Lennox and kick to the gut. And Lennox is in complete control, but Mark Coffey with a reverse DDT. And he with the reversal by what a punch to the back of the head. And looks like, whoa, a backbreaker made by, and a tag made by, and a clothesline. What a move by Lax. A clothesline out of nowhere to Wolfgang. And Gallo Dark State is in complete control right now. And a belly to belly by Lennox. And another belly to belly by Lennox. And Scoop Slam. Michinoku driver by Lennox. And Lennox with a whoa. Lennox was waiting for any power slam, but looks like Wolfgang saw it coming. And landed the Wolfgang with a German suplex on the outside. And Lennox takes down Wolfgang. And Lennox with a German to Mark Coffey. And Lennox goes up top. And with a splash to the back of Wolfgang. Lifts him up. And makes a tag. Griffin is legal. Lifts him and plants him into the ground, and a knees. With a repeated knees to the midsection. And a leg drop by Griffin. And tosses legs Wolfgang out of the Mark Coffey. Toss. What is Lennox Griffin is thinking? And Griffin makes the tag. What is going on? Dark State is thinking to put an end to the match. What a powerbomb! And Lennox knows he's in complete control right now. He knows Dark State is in complete control. Picks up Wolfgang. And looks like, what was he thinking? What was Griffin thinking? Dax with an apple to Wolfgang. And a tag has been made. A tag has been made and Wolfgang is in trouble. Darkseid is in complete control right now. And a powerbomb by Darkseid. And Darkseid goes for the pin. And it's over. Darkseid has retained the attack titles. And wait a minute. It's... Who the hell? Wait a minute, is that's Henry's. The Henry brothers are here. The Henry brothers have decided to make their NXT debut. They are here and attacking the champions. The Henry brothers have made a statement on NXT. Ladies and gentlemen, the Henrys are here. We'll meet you on this week of NXT, ladies and gentlemen. It is chaos everywhere. A new era has begun on NXT. Meet you next week on another episode of NXT, ladies and gentlemen.